I'm here to find out if my sister has been sleeping with her father and to find out if my nephew is, in fact, her dad's son. We've seen a lot of weird behavior. Dave walks around in his whitey tighties. Christine will walk around freely with no shirt on. He will sleep in her bed when she's at work. They text all day like they're married, arguing and fighting like they're married. You're a slut, you're a whore, you're a black eyes. Not by her baby's dad, by her dad. Even strangers will come up to them on the street and ask them, Christine and Dave, so how long you guys been together? How old is your sons? And he's like, oh, these are my grandsons. 2 weeks ago, my sister had a son who was supposed to come out African American. The baby comes out white with red hair, looking just like her dad. All her explanation is I must have been so drunk I don't know what happened. My mother called when she found out the baby was not African American and said, so are you gonna test your dad now? Are we gonna get to the bottom of this finally after all these years? And so I'm here today. Dave is a weirdo. He's a creep to me. 7 years ago, I was out with my family celebrating. I come home to go to bed. So hours later, waking up with Dave in my house, in my bedroom, between my legs. I would never make up being sexually assaulted by anybody, especially somebody I know, but it still lives with me and affects my marriage on an everyday basis to this day. At the end of the day, I'm here to find out if my sister and her dad are having an incestuous relationship. I want them to get to the bottom of this, and I want my whole family to know the truth so we all can stop the secrets, the rumors, the arguing, the fighting. We all just want to know so we all can move on. Everybody also needs to know what I've been through. And what Dave did to me, it was real. I didn't make it up. I would never lie. And I just hope everybody finds out everything today and everything is out in the air.
What's your reaction to that?
I'm disgusted and I'm hurt. It's just tearing me up inside. I don't even have no words. I'm speechless.
So to be clear, Kate is your, you have the same mother,
yes,
but you have different fathers.
Yes.
And David is your father.
Yes.
Okay. So I have to ask the question because this is the reason why you're here. Are you in a sexual relationship with your father?
No,
I'm not. Is there any chance that he's the father of your newborn son?
No, there's not.
Were you dating an African-American man?
I slept with the African-American man that I've known for several years.
Okay. Did you think he was the father of your child?
Yes, I did.
It is a little surprising. I always say with babies it's hard to tell, but if it came out with red hair and totally white, I mean.
There's also a chance that it could be the father. The father could be my other two children, too.
Oh, your ex?
Yes, that was with for 10 years.
Okay. So no way your dad could be
No way.
father and grandfather?
No.
Okay, he's just grandfather?
He's just grandfather.
Okay. So you're not for sure who your son's dad is,
It's between them two.
Why would your sister, whose idea was it to come on the show?
Mine.
Your idea?
My idea.
Because your sister is saying you're sleeping with your dad.
Yes, she is. I am not. My dad took me in when I was 2 years old. We have a close bond. I'm not going to kick my father out. He has nowhere to go. He didn't kick me out when I was 2 years old. He didn't put me in. He didn't put me in the system.
Most fathers don't kick their 2-year-olds out.
I mean, he didn't give me up.
Right. What about the fact that she says you walk around naked in front of your dad, that you sleep in the same bed as your dad?
I do not.
You're texting like a couple all day?
No, we do not.
So you were always clothed in front of him?
Yes.
Does he walk around in front of naked in front of you?
No.
What's your relationship like with Kate?
We had a very strong relationship. That's what hurts me. We was really close. We're all we really got.
Now, your sister Kate says on the tape about the story 7 years ago. She was out celebrating, she said. She came home, she went to sleep, and she woke up to David, who is not her biological father, performing oral sex on her.
Yep.
Yeah.
I found out with police officers coming to my door, coming to get him and ask him questions.
Right.
To me, if these accusations was true, a year after that, why would you come stay with us? Why would you stay with us? Why would you?
So she came to stay with you after this, because the police came, But they didn't arrest
They
your
did
father.
not arrest my dad.
There was a lack of evidence.
Yep.
And then you're saying a year later comes by, and then Kate came to live with you.
She came to live with me with family members, with some of her family members.
Christine, I have nothing to lie about. None of this is made up. This is all. I would never personally lie about being sexually assaulted. And why would I come back to live with you? You're all I had.
You're
I'm
all
supposed to
I
learn
had.
to forgive
What
and
makes me
forget.
believe this?
Yeah, you're all I got.
Kate,
You're all I got.
we all each other got. He
Yup.
didn't touch me, so
Yup.
what makes him touch you? It's hard for me to believe, Katie.
Christine?
What makes him touch you? We have other
I
family
had
members.
who you know he was sleeping with.
It's hard,
Who
Katie.
you know he was sleeping with. And my front door did not lock. And as soon as the police came and they took all the evidence, my
It's
doors,
hard to believe,
my
though. I
lock,
can't believe
and
it.
I know you can't
In my
believe
heart,
nothing.
I don't
you
believe
can't believe
it.
nothing either.
I don't
you
believe
still
it.
think your baby
I
is
don't.
African American. You
He
can't
is
believe
It's been proven. Proven on the Maury show that African Americans twins come out different color. Twins come out white and African American.
You were there when we asked her.
Twins are different color.
Wait, let's
Twins are
bring Maury
different
out.
color.
Great.
But you did say that David did sexually assault you.
Yes, he did.
And,
And I would never lie.
okay, what did he do to you?
I was out one night and I come home to my house like normal and wake up in the middle of the night and because I was still kind of drunk, realized what's going on.
He was performing oral sex on you?
Yes.
Okay. And you did call the police?
I did call the police. I did get a DNA rape kit done. They could not, because there's
They
no,
didn't find any- right.
no penetration.
And they didn't find any of his DNA on you?
No, they just found his wallet and his ID on my floor. And the reason that they said that could have been there was because
He
he
was
was there
staying in the
all
house.
night
Right,
before
right.
watching my kids.
Right.
So that's why there's no evidence.
Okay.
Doing nothing but ruining our damn lives, man. You ain't doing nothing but ruining my daughter's life, man.
Punch
You
me.
ruining my
Punch me
grandsons.
like you
You
punch your
always come begging us for help, and then you sit there and you do this
My
and do this.
sister.
My
I have
daughter's out there crying right now because
In order to have a
you
relationship with her,
always
I
want
gotta
to
go
trash
through
out
you.
our lives.
You're not her husband.
You trying
You are
out
not
our
her
lives.
husband. You
You're
ain't her
a twisted,
husband.
sick mind. I gotta worry about what my grandsons have to be around. Okay?
Now she tells about an incident in 2007. She went out drinking, she comes home, goes to bed, and she wakes up with you performing oral sex on her.
Yeah, and that's
Did you do that?
No, I did not.
Okay, police were involved?
Yes,
You were
police
questioned?
was involved. They came, they took evidence, and they found no evidence that I did anything wrong, so they dropped the case.
But they did find your wallet and ID in her room.
What? No, they did not find a wallet and ID. They found it on the couch.
Okay.
No, they did not.
Yes, they
No,
did.
they did
You
not.
took the DNA test, the results are David is not the father of Christine.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
David came here and took a lie detector test. And we asked him, have you ever had sexual physical contact with your daughter, Christine? And you answered no. Have you ever had sexual intercourse with your daughter, Christine? And you answered no. Is it possible that you could be the father of your Christine's newborn son, which we know the answer to that already, you're not. But whether you had sexual physical contact or if you had sexual intercourse with Christine, you answered no to both questions. And to both questions, it came back that you, David, told the truth.
Thank you. Thank you.
Carolyn, you're right.
I do find this next part a little interesting, David.
Yeah.
We asked you, did you perform oral sex on Katie in 2007 while she was asleep? And you refused to answer this
No, I
question.
did. No, I did.
Katie did come take the lie detector test, and she did answer the question.
Yeah.
We asked her, did David ever perform oral sex on you without your consent? She said yes, and the results for that question is she told the truth. So is the test not right?
I ain't saying the test ain't right. I just know I didn't do it. So
Maybe you were drunk at the time.
we are both drunk.
You were both drunk.
Yeah. We are both drunk.
So you maybe performed this in a state of intoxication?
Possibility.
He
We're
just
both
admitted.
drunk.
He just admitted that he possibly did it while he was drunk.
And I told the
He
cops
just admitted that, yeah.
And I told the detective
Okay.
that. So there.
Well, we don't know what you did because that happened 7 years ago. What we do know, though, is no matter what the outcome is, you are a dirtbag. Get off my stage. You said that you have this is all you have. Well, you should grab on each other as family. I mean, you got to work your way through this anger and be there for each other, right?
I was raped.
My name is Steve Wilkos, and I'm an investigative talk show host with a law enforcement background.
It was my life or his.
My job is to get truth and justice for everyday people. Watch our videos now.